Hi everyone, it's Peggy Scanduro and I am here to do a little bit of a Monday makeover and try to do something with the little visitor I had in my bedroom last night, which was evidently a hungry mosquito. So we're going to do a little bit of Demi, but the Demi is going to go on after I finished my 3D, because to me, if you put the Demi on and then you blend, why bother? So anyway, I am your Seint 3D makeup artist. I'm 67 years old and I love the beauty of Seint products, especially their 3D foundation, where we use 3 shades, a contour, a brightening highlight or a concealer, and a main shade or a main highlight to create 1 layer of makeup. I love this. It's cream. It is mature skin friendly. I'm 67 years old, so I have a lot of issues going on. So let's get started. I'm going to start with my contour shade. I had no idea what contour was until Seint, and I had no reason to, because everything I used was either a liquid, a powder. I looked cakey. It just made every one of these wrinkles that much more noticeable until Seint. Cream is where it's at. Now, where do you put contour? Contour goes on the hard parts of your face. You can use a brush or you can use your finger just to smear it on. And that's the easiest way to put it. Just smear it on. Is there a technique? Yes. We want it to be strategically placed. But does it have to be perfect? No, because that's where the blending comes in. It is so mature skin friendly, like I said. Now, you feel for the cheekbone, because the hard parts of your face are your forehead, your cheekbones. And if you feel your face, feel that cheekbone, you'll feel the roundness. You want to put the contour right on that round bone or just below it. Now, you don't want to go past the corner of your eye, because if you do, it's going to drag the eye down. Now, you see, like I say, I've got all these wrinkles and things going on. So the last thing I want to do is put focus on them. That's what this does. It takes the focus away from where you don't want it and puts it where you do. So I'm going to come over here and just catch this jawline, but I'm going to start right above this jowl. This jowl, yes, I have jowls too. This little puffiness piece of fatty tissue, I guess, that we get. Now, see how I have the 2 divots here? I also have a turkey neck, and I really don't want any emphasis on this turkey wrinkly neck I have. So what I'm going to do is start at 1 divot, go underneath my neck, and connect it with the other divot. There we go. Now, did you see the immediate shadow that it created? That is the beauty of this cream makeup. Again, it created a shadow, which is going to not make you notice this turkey neck quite as much. Now, we're going to narrow my little honker of a nose. I'm going to use my pinky, get a little bit of this contour shade, rub my pinkies together, put them touching, come at the bridge of my nose and just drag it down. That will put you right into the natural shadow of your nose and give you a better looking contour. There you go. The contour part is finished. Now I'm going to move to the brightening highlight. That is like a concealer shade. So since I have creped skin, I'm not going to put a lot of product underneath my eye. Matter of fact, the only product that's going under there is going to be when we blend. I'm strictly going to come to the outer and inner corners of my eye. Again, hang on, because once we're finished with our 3D, if these mosquito bites are still really noticeable like they are now, we're going to use a little bit of a Demi corrector. Now, your brightener or your concealer goes on the soft parts of your face where you want people to see, or the light to catch when people see you. So we're going to put it between the eyebrows, right at the forehead, right above, then come right down the center of the nose between those 2 contour shades, or the 2 contour lines that we put. Now look how that elongated and narrowed my nose immediately. Now we're going to catch the Cupid's bow and we're going to catch the center of the chin. Now, if you have marionette lines or laugh lines, whatever you want to call them, those create their own shadow because they're folds. So what you can do is just put a little bit of your concealer right in that fold, and that is going to take the shadow away. We're adding shadows with our darker concealer shade. We can take them away with our brightener. Now, are the folds still going to be there? You bet they are. This isn't plastic surgery. But what it's going to do is make them so much less noticeable. And that's what we want. Now we're going to come to our main shade. My main shade is Sandy, and Sandy is going to go where we don't have any other makeup. Now, Sandy has a lot of yellow in it, which is good for me because yellow corrects red. So we may not have to use the Demi. This may just take care of these red spots from the mosquito bites itself. We'll see. Then we come up here and we're just going to put a little bit, look what little bit of product I'm using in between the brightener, the main shade, and the contour shade. That's it. We're done with this. Is your foundation. These three shades create that one layer of makeup, and you're going to see it doesn't settle into fine lines and wrinkles. Now we have what we call a Lip&Cheek. This is La Cienega, one of my favorite shades. I'm not really big on pinks. I like bold colors. This one though I do love. So I'm just going to put a little bit of blush, or what we call Lip&Cheek, right above this contour and on my lips. There we go. It feels good. This is it's a gloss, but it's not a heavy gloss to where your hair's going to stick in it like sometimes it does with the glosses that you get off the counter. Now, we're going to start the blend. And I'm going to grab my favorite brush, which is the 3D brush. It's got like a fluffy end, and then it's got a domed end. The domed end you can use for placement, which is wonderful. I'll show that on another video. But cream makeup needs to be set. I like to use setting spray. I use Seint setting spray. You can use the setting spray that you like. It's up to you. But with this, I like a damp brush. So I'm going to give a couple of squirts to my brush, tap it in gently. And now we're going to start and do something with this mess that I have on my face. I know it looks ridiculous, but wait, it gets better. I'm going to start at the jawline where I put the contour, and I'm just going to gently blend with little circular motions and then drag it down my neck. What I'm doing again is creating a shadow to give me more of a chiseled jaw, because again at 67, my chiseled jaw is well in the past, very much so in the past. So now we're going to come and we're just going to do this little action called stippling. It's gently tapping, which is pressing this cream in where we want it to go and where we want this makeup to stay. We're going to come up and grab the brightener or concealer shade under my eyes. And as you can see, there's very little bit of product. You can still see the texture because after all, this is skin. You can see the texture. It's like wearing a second skin. It's you, only a little bit better. It's bringing out your inner beauty, and also using the different shades, we are highlighting parts of our face that we want everyone to see. Okay, now we're going to come up here. Since we contoured our nose, and it's very easy to do too much of a blend because we were taught back in the day that you blend, 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 and blend. No, we're just going to tap and press. We're not going to do the full face blend to where all of a sudden we have a muddy mess. We want the shades to show up exactly where we put them and where we want them to stay. So we are just tapping and stippling. Now the contour is a little bit different of a consistency from the highlights, so that's why I kind of like to give just a little bit of a circular motion up into my hairline. Now you can see I still have the shadow there, which is what you want. We wanted that to frame our face, but we don't want it to be the distinct lines like it is here where I haven't blended yet. So there we go. We're almost finished. I can do my full face in 5 minutes or less. So when my husband says, hey, can you be ready in a minute or two? Yes, I can. So now we're going to come to the cheekbone. I like to stipple up and down just to give a soft blend to start to the contour. We don't want to blend it out. Then grab that with the Lip&Cheek and just drag it up into the temple. Same thing over here. A gentle blend, just a soft blend, and then grab it and drag it up into my temple. There we go. There we go. Full face of makeup is done. And again, had I not been talking to you, it would have been 5 minutes or less, probably less. I can do it in about 3 minutes if I'm not speaking. Now, I have these 2 mosquito bites. I live in Southeast Louisiana, so these goobers are here all the time, year round, but they're really bad right now. And you don't know why, because we're not having any rain. It is like a furnace down here. We're breaking records over 105 degrees like yesterday. It was pitiful. Anyway, I'm going to take one of the Demi brushes. This is the blur brush, and I'm going to take the shade of G1, which is green one. Green counteracts red, cancels red. So what I'm going to do is just take a tad on the brush of the green and just touch it just where the redness is. Just a little touch there. And right there. Boy, that mosquito sure must have been hungry last night and he feasted on my face. There we go. Look at the difference. Again, you don't have to have the Demi. These 4 shades are all you need. This is my compact. It's a double-decker. I do have some bronzer and another Lip&Cheek and some powder and illuminator in the second shelf, but the first layer is strictly what I need to do my entire face. There you go. How simple is that? It's amazing. I used 1 brush and I used just these 4 shades. Again, you can get this in just a small palette this big. It's TSA approved. It travels well, and with a 30-day money-back guarantee, what do you have to lose other than possibly getting your glow back? Things looking like, not looking like, but feeling confident and having that glow that we had back in the day. Again, at 67, it's like I need all the help that I can get. Now, how do you get started with Seint? That's a great question. What I want you to do is stand in front of a window. I want you to look outside. That's real important. Look outside, pull your curtains back, and raise your blinds. And I want natural light coming in. You're going to be makeup free. I know, scary, don't want to be makeup free. It'll be okay. No one's going to see it but me, and I'm not going to share it with anyone. So you want to have makeup free. I want to see your face, your neck, and part of your décolleté if you can get it in. I want you to look straight into, you're looking out of that window, natural light's coming in. I want you to look into your phone and just snap a selfie. I'll have a number down here that'll tell you the number to just send #match. I'll send you the link, and it's just that simple. It's totally no obligation. You're under no obligation whatsoever to buy. This is just a service, a free service I give to you. If you buy, wonderful. If you don't, continue to hang out with me and let's be friends. Again, this is Seint. It's 3D because you use 3 colors to put strategically on your face. It's just that simple. Again, 30-day money-back guarantee if you don't love it. I appreciate you joining me today. My name is Peggy, and you be the reason someone smiles today. And I'll see you next time. Bye.